Why are all the county governments hiring services of external lawyers? Have you noticed that?
Kisii Senator Richard Onyonga is bashing governors over increased corruption through dubious transactions, this time through legal bills.
Why are all the county governments hiring services of external lawyers? Have you noticed that? Did you look at the trend?
Yeah, there's notably Nairobi County.
No, that is the exception. Look at the other county assemblies. Why, for example, in Kisii County, why am I having 33 cases being run by the county government which have been given to private entities? Why is it happening in Nairobi? Why does Machakos have a bill of 960 million to be paid to 2 legal firms? Did you look at that?
I looked at it.
So explain to me, what do you think is the reason why it is like that?
And I've explained it by using the quote-unquote the money laundering issue,
Yes.
whereby the money, they are trying to find a way of siphoning the money out of the counties.
The reason why Vihiga County has never procured services of a private legal firm is because they have a county attorney and he has got a certain number of lawyers who have actually been handling the cases in court. That's correct. Chair, the pending bills that exist from legal firms and which the county governments right now owe the legal firms are 56 billion shillings. Nairobi County itself has got 29 billion. I mean, if we are not able to seriously sit down and interrogate this matter, I think this is one of the things that is embarrassing to us. Even when we were trying to implement under the CRAC, trying to make sure that the county governments are implemented after the promulgation of the constitution, and there were outstanding issue, pending bills, even from the county councils. Chair, what was in the county councils is just a tenth of what we have right now. And I wanted to mention to my colleagues and brothers who are lawyers that just see what lawyer Kipkorir has been writing on social media and has been talking about why he's not being paid by Nairobi County government. He's being asked for kickbacks. And it's not just Nairobi County itself. These are issues which have cascaded in every single county, chair. Whether you go to Machakos, it's the same thing. You go to Mombasa, it's the same thing. You go to Kwale, where my colleagues are coming from, it's the same thing. What we are trying to say is this: there is nothing wrong with a lawyer practicing law. We do not want to violate our lawyers' constitutional rights for them to practice. What we are saying is, can we have an orderly engagement which is constitutionally protected for both parties, so that our counties don't get into this nonsense which they are getting themselves and their friends to be given big cases. And when the taxation is being done, as you heard Honorable Kio Mtata has said, some of the magistrates and judges are telling us that all these things, they're brought here and consents are given. Even when somebody's taxation is supposed to be 200,000 shillings, the consent is given for 18 million, 19 million. And we must stop this. Our agenda as this committee is protect and defend our county governments from becoming the dens of corruption and the stealing of public resources which has been taking place. Can we discuss with the control of budget, the SRC, can we look at how we are recruiting the personnel that is going to work in the county governments? Like Honorable Chimera said, actually, if you sit and discuss anything legal or indeed anything county with some of the attorneys that are serving these counties, if you look at the cases they're winning, if you look at the advice they're giving governors, many of the governors are not even considering county public service boards in firing and hiring people, but immediately they rush to court and they sit there and they look these private firms to go and handle the cases. And they always lose the cases because they don't observe the law and all that. And I also wanted to agree with Chimera that, Honorable Chimera, I wasn't even justifying that that Kipkorir is being paid that kind of money and therefore he should be paid. What I'm actually saying is, how did we end up having Machakos County And I believe there's another, I think it's Kilifi County, where a county government is being asked to pay chair 960 million shillings. What matter could this be? And these are the things I think we would want to look at the Judicial Service Commission and engage them and find out. And why is it that we are bankrupting our counties by allowing the legal firms and indeed some of the governors and their county attorneys to get into these money laundering arrangement, as my brother has said. Otherwise, here I think we are now looking at the issues the way we should. One of the gaps, which is there, I don't know whether it's deliberate or not, is that half of our county governments actually don't have county attorneys. And if they do, then they don't have county state office, legal state officers who can even deal with any legal matter. So I don't know how we could also have a report from our technical team so that the next time we're interrogating this matter, we need to have a list of which are the counties that have this problem. I can give you an example, like Kisii County Chair. A county attorney was recruited illegally when the matter was taken to court by public interest. He was then removed from office, and for the last 1.5 years, the county government of Kisii doesn't have an attorney. Neither do they have a county state legal office. You can imagine where they are, how many cases they are either unable to handle, they are handling using external attorneys, and how much money those people are being paid.
Supported by activists, now Busia Senator Okia Okoito Mtata, they want governors stopped from hiring external legal services and instead empower their county attorney offices.
It's also a matter of litigated somehow. I mean, litigation with some lawyers who looted money from Nairobi County. Recently, in my own county, a taxing officer called me and said, Mr. Bwana Senator, you need to take action because the county is being looted through lawyers. And he said what was happening was the bills for taxation are brought before her, and then a matter that she would tax for 200,000 shillings, before she makes a ruling, they come and file a consent of 10 million shillings, of 20 million shillings. And so there was that issue. I've even listened to what Chairman, when we were introducing us, you talked of restricting, not barring. So I think it's a question of constructing some gate to stop the horses from bolting the way they want. So you want to restrict how those horses bolt, so that maybe there's going to be a threshold of what's going to happen. I'm also concerned that the office of the county attorney should be held by somebody who has got the qualification to be a judge. Fellows are walking out of university colleges. After being sworn in by the Chief Justice, they become appointed the county attorneys because they're friends of the governor or so. And these people have met them in court and thrashed them because they even don't know anything.
Chairman, I have experience in some of these parastatals who hire lawyers even on simple things like which is more or less like routine, and they hire outside lawyers, and they also have their own lawyers their own lawyers within those parastatals. So this hiring of external lawyers has become a source of extorting money from the counties and even from parastatals in the national government. And this is a practice which we as a Senate must take very seriously and find ways of sealing, because if this practice continues, it will be the most convenient channel of stealing money from the counties. But we cannot just say the court ruled because there is a lack of a law which can seal certain loopholes, which make it possible for this county and the need to hire private lawyers. Even though you are saying that that there should be a limit of how much they charge, but that loophole of hiring them, I think it should be in very, very, very exclusive cases, not something where somebody finds a loophole and then uses it to siphon money from counties. Mr. Chairman, I'm concerned.